Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Nosebleed Report. I'm your host, Andrew Trapp, alongside Chuck, Tyler Pace, James Renz. Very exciting week of football that we just had, and a very exciting week of football that's upcoming. We're in the final month of the year, the home stretch. Playoff teams are, you're figuring out who's legit, who's not. Eagles. But why don't we go ahead and start with the Thursday night game between my Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions, an embarrassing showing from the Cowboys defense as well as the offense. But I won't talk too much about it. Let's mix it up. Tyler.
Okay, I'll start.
About this Thursday night game.
I didn't really watch it, but I have one thing to say. Happy birthday, man. It's your birthday today.
Oh my.
That was so lame.
Yo, we are sliming out Trop for his birthday.
Yes.
Bro.
But at 12:01, to be respectful.
I did nothing wrong.
Listen, I have some thoughts about this game here, all right?
Okay, thank you, James.
Most overrated player in football is Quentin Williams. All right. He doesn't.
Have you met AJ Brown?
He doesn't make an impact on the game at all.
How many rushing yards did Jameer Gibbs have?
Doesn't make an impact on the game at all. They gave up 44 points, dude.
I cannot
44 points.
This guy's one of the
that is the
most ridiculous take that I think I've ever heard. Stop.
One of the highest paid defensive tackles in the league.
I cannot have
2 sacks this year. What are we paying for
sacks,
this point?
The defensive tackle's job is to get sacks. No, come on, you're delusional.
Aaron Donald got sacks?
That's insane. Aaron Donald
Happy birthday, drop.
Shut up. That is insane. You cannot open up this episode with that nonsense.
People act
by saying, "Oh, Quentin Williams is so overrated." They held his.
I'm gonna double down and say Dak's overrated too.
Yeah, this is just rage bait. Dadar actually thinks this.
Wait, I should triple down. Javonte Williams is overrated too.
If he's so good, if he's this elite defensive tackle, I mean, they were Swiss cheese on Thursday. What are we talking? Like they were horrible. Their defense is still horrible. He didn't make that much of a difference. People act like he's this great difference maker.
I don't.
The Jets' defense is relatively the same without him.
If you believe that the Cowboys' defense is the same before and after the Quentin Williams trade, I think you should get your brain checked.
They gave up 44 points. Racked like his defense improved significantly. They got 44 points on Thursday.
One game, all right. All of the other games that Quentin Williams has been in, the defenses looked so much better. That's insane.
They played the Raiders.
They played the Raiders and then the Eagles and then the Chiefs.
They played the Eagles, who have been horrible against everybody on offense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm with Trop here, though. You cannot be. This is.
You can't blame that on Quentin Williams because
I'm not blaming it on Quentin Williams. I'm just saying he's overrated.
Yes, you are.
I'm not blaming it on Quentin Williams. When I said he's just not that big of a difference maker.
I didn't realize points after the trade deadline was a Quentin Williams stat.
From the perspective of someone who has watched every single Cowboys game, maybe it's a totally different defense, dude. And you sit there with your Jets logo behind you, holding resentment for a guy who wasn't even helping your team win games, and all of a sudden now that he's on another team and that team
clearly he's not helping
games,
the Cowboys win the games either.
Clearly he is. They are 3-1 since they had him. Their only loss is to Detroit. And don't smile like you're acting like you're raised, but you genuinely believe this.
Yeah, you idiot.
Thanks, Chuck. You can't say that with a strike.
This is a crazy take too, just because of how much better the Cowboys have been against the run since Quentin Williams.
And that's Quentin Williams. That's his job.
I mean, the Lions were not good on the ground that game. They just got going in the air, and the Cowboys couldn't stop them through the air, and it was.
Quentin Williams should be locking down the secondary. No, come on, man.
I mean, great players do everything.
Listen, they gave up a first-round pick for this guy, which is a lot nowadays in the NFL.
It's worth it.
I don't know if it was worth it that much because their defense is still horrible.
It's better. Their defense is better. You can't say one game where you play one of the most fire-powered offenses in the league at home or on the road, like the Lions were home, and just be like, "Yep, I'm out on the whole fucking defense. Like this team's crap."
Whoa.
That is utterly ridiculous as someone who hates the
That is a
Cowboys.
terrible take, James. And that is simply because you dislike Quinn Williams because your team traded him.
Tyler, thoughts?
Yeah, I'm personally on James's side. I hate the Cowboys and Quinn Williams.
Okay.
That was not.
Yeah.
Maybe some.
I was
Gonna
not.
start. Happy birthday. Come on. No, so on a realistic note, yeah, Cowboys defense looked terrible. The offense wasn't doing them any favors either. CD going out with a concussion certainly didn't help. I don't think him being healthy would have changed the result of this game. Dallas just did not look ready to defend that air attack of Detroit. And if this defense shows up for the rest of the season, I think they're winning 2 more games, right? You need to win out. Doors open with the Philly loss.
Playoff.
Just a smidge.
I'll even. I think the door's pretty open. They play again, right?
You guys,
No.
no, they don't. And do you have you
Dallas
guys
is the
seen
tiebreaker, though.
Eagles play the Raiders, the Commanders twice, and the Bills.
So you just got to split. The Commanders just got to find a way to split against you.
The Eagles just
you're
need to
not
win
beating
three,
Buffalo.
three wins guarantees them the
Yeah,
spot.
I honestly can't see him losing any game except for Buffalo. I mean, the 3 other teams, I just can't see winning a football game right now with
I
the
don't know
state
if
that they're in. So
Chuck, do you remember that Cardinals game back in 2023?
yeah,
No, I do. I
do
think
No
remember.
I
one.
do.
The Eagles. There's no way the Eagles could have lost that game too, and they did. All right, I'm not saying that they're going to lose to the Raiders. I
yeah,
think
but
that'd be a little
the
silly.
Raiders are
but
not even slightly competitive.
I
Football
think
team right now.
that
I think the Cardinals that year were way more competitive.
A Commanders team. Division games are weird. You never really know. I don't know. It's possible, but it means nothing if Dallas can't win out, right? They need to win out. They need to beat Minnesota, which they better beat Minnesota. This is going to be Justin Jefferson's return to form, of course.
Is it though?
Then they have the Chargers. Chargers are tough, and then you have the Commanders and the
Chargers
Giants.
frauds, bro. Although we'll get to that game later, but I was impressed by what Herbert was doing, to be honest. Even though he didn't statistically show.
What was that?
I was impressed by what Herbert was showing me.
Wait, one more time.
All right.
All right.
All right. Why don't we go ahead and move on to a big, huge divisional matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Steelers come out victorious on this one. James, what are your thoughts on this game?
Lamar is very hurt right now. And
Oh my God, enough with this.
Lamar is very.
I like it, Tyler. Stand on
not-
it. Stand on it.
He's not.
What are you talking about? He's been back for like 6 weeks.
He just hasn't been the same since he came back from the injury. It's as simple as that.
Okay,
I mean,
that doesn't mean he's hurt. He
has
just
played
sucks.
the same.
He just sucks.
I mean, your powers don't get sapped like that. I mean, he's not moving the same. Like I watch him, and he's just like sludging around everywhere. You know, like he doesn't have the same quick step.
No.
He doesn't have that same quick step that he had before the injury.
No.
I understand that, but to an extent, like Lamar Jackson's job, first and foremost, as an NFL quarterback, is to throw the football. He's not doing that well. He doesn't have an arm injury.
Yeah, but listen. Lamar has never been a throw for like the reason why he's so good is because he's fast. Is because he's a great running quarterback.
That is such a bad generalization of how talented Lamar Jackson is.
Listen,
Jackson,
he's also a good thrower of the football, but the reason, like, if he wasn't so fast, I think he'd just be like a great quarterback. But he's elite because he's so fast, and he doesn't have the step right now.
Okay,
still is elite.
Is he playing like a great quarterback right now, James?
I mean, I don't think he is. I don't think he's playing the
Then
Lamar Jackson.
what you said is not true. You said if he wasn't as fast, he's not as fast right now. He's not a great quarterback. You just said if he wasn't as fast, then he would just be.
I just don't think he's playing. He's not the same Lamar Jackson we usually see. But I mean, along with that, the Ravens also just are a very flawed team. It seems the offensive line is treacherous. I don't know if we've seen the clips of that Daniel Falele guy, but he just looks lost. I don't know. I don't know if we've seen those on Twitter,
Oh,
but
is he worse than the guy in Seattle?
yeah, no, he's much worse. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many holes it seems, and I mean the Steelers are gonna go 10-7, probably win this division. Like they're just the same team. I'm not moved by them at all. They're gonna get waxed in the first round probably, like they always do. And I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not moved by either of these teams, and there's honestly
I
this
mean,
division's kind of just trash, bro. Am I wrong to say that?
No.
like, no,
This is
I don't think
Clearly-
it's ridiculous to say that the Bengals at what 4-9? Are they 4-9 or 4-8?
think so.
Whatever are the best team in this division.
I do.
Hey,
I
you
mean,
kinda
I mean,
Every
that's a crazy take, dude. I mean,
no, that's a crazy
the,
take.
the Bengals are horrible.
I just want every single team in this division is so tragically flawed by poor building of team. Whether it's the Steelers, actually, I kind of like how they built their team, but the Ravens just like they don't really invest in like positions like the D line, the O line. They only invest in these like flashy positions, and it shows. The Bengals have never invested in their defense ever. It shows. Like it's just kind of like really, really poorly constructed. All the teams in the AFC North, and it's just really showing this year. I think
Hey, but the Browns got the brightest future though.
that is
Sidor.
That's a crazy take as well.
that
Anyway,
is horrible.
I feel like the Steelers every year just like kind of put like the Flex Seal guy. They just kind of put that on there every year.
Exactly. Like you get
They never really
Band-Aid.
build anything on top of what they have. They just kind of like put a year-long stopgap into every position.
I
And
agree with that a lot.
I mean I feel it feels like they're just gonna go be the same team for eternity. They're not gonna be bad. They're not gonna be good.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, and that's what they've been doing
Yeah, I mean-
for the past 10 years.
I mean-
Right, 15.
Aaron Rodgers these days is the definition of that. DK Metcalf is just like he's like good, I guess, but like he's not like top 10. He's not an elite receiver.
Yeah.
But like
Sketchy
I
running
feel like they
game.
just do the same thing, same moves every offseason. They just put a 1-year stopgap, and they get the same results.
Yeah, and I think it kind of goes back to who's coaching them. I think that the Mike Tomlin like let's get a winning season it's just not good enough, you know? Like the success is not losing in the first round of the playoffs every year or having a winning record every year. Success is winning Super Bowls, competing for Super Bowls, and the Steelers just don't do that. So I think I'm gonna say it. I think the Steelers need to have a real look in the mirror and kind of have a reset as a program.
Right, and I think that's not necessarily saying that Tomlin is a bad coach. I
No,
think
definitely
it's
not.
it's just
Yeah.
time to move on.
Yeah.
And I'm not comparing him to Mike McCarthy, but I think it's kind of similar to the McCarthy situation last offseason where I mean, look, McCarthy found success with Dallas. What, 3 straight 12-win season or 11, whatever it was. And I mean, like they won a playoff game under him, right? Like Dak looked great under him. Like the defense started to get built up, but there comes a point where you keep meeting the same exact level every single year, and you're not elevating beyond that. That you just need a change, right? And yeah, they're probably not going to find a coach better than Tomlin, but they'll find a coach different than Tomlin. And that right now, I think that's what Chuck you were talking about. That's what they need.
Yeah, just like change things up. Yeah, that's a good. Well said.
Yeah. So I think now we'll go ahead and move on to Jags Colts, one of the other big AFC divisional battle this week, which didn't quite live up to maybe some of the hype that people were feeling, courtesy of the Daniel Jones injury. Tyler, you seem happy about that. Why don't you tell us your thoughts?
Oh, I just hate Daniel Jones for the contract the Giants gave him over Saquon. And I'm actually kind of excited for the Colts downfall right now. Don't hate me, man. Don't hate me.
Interesting.
Listen,
Didn't you have them at one?
me as a Jets fan,
Okay,
I hate to see Dan Jones go down, but I love to see that. I don't think the Colts are going to win another game in the regular season. I mean, look who they have a quarterback. I don't think that's a
Look at their
crazy take.
schedule, man.
Their schedule is brutal. I mean, they may start Philip Rivers at quarterback, which is just it's insane.
We'll get to that.
I mean, and I'm honestly pumped about it because the Jets may be getting a top 15 pick here, and we're probably gonna mess it up anyway. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe we'll trade it for a quarterback with it, but because we're 3-10, we have the 7th pick right now.
That'll change. You'll keep losing. And...
I'm pretty perplexed about this Colts quarterback situation right now, just because, first of all, Anthony Richardson gets hurt from a resistance band that hits him in the face, breaks his orbital bone. So I guess it's really weird circumstances that he can't play. Riley Leonard hurt. Danny Dimes very hurt, out for the year. And then you bring in a 44-year-old
grandpa
Philip Rivers
he's coaching high school football, dude.
His child has a child.
I know. It's just
he's older than Shane Steichen too. He's older than 12 coaches.
He's older than 12 coaches in the league. Yeah,
it's insane.
Well, it makes zero sense. Wasn't he a Hall of Fame? He would have been Hall of Fame eligible next year.
Yeah.
Listen, this year.
Next year.
Listen, I think that Philip Rivers right now is better than Desmond Ridder, who they would have signed.
No, I don't even think
Desmond Ridder is horrible, dude.
James,
I guess it's going to be a fun experiment.
Is Gardner Minshew not on the practice squad somewhere that you can sign?
He's the Chiefs backup right now, I think.
Is Carson Wentz?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I remember looking at the names when this story came about, and he was Desmond Ridder was the best quarterback available, and Desmond Ridder is horrible at football, or not. I guess he's in the NFL, but
actually,
he is.
Why couldn't they sign Aiden O'Connell?
Dude.
Aiden O'Connell off the practice squad.
Is
he on the practice squad?
Yeah, he's on the Raiders practice squad.
There's definitely some guys in the practice squad, but look, the Colts are aware of that, right? They are a decently run NFL franchise. Clearly, Philip Rivers showed something in his tryout that makes them go, okay, maybe we have a shot at this. It's something that I thought was really funny. I saw earlier this afternoon was Philip Rivers now has the 3rd best odds at winning comeback player of the year.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Christian McCaffrey and Dak Prescott.
If you're putting honestly, if he wins a start,
if he shows up,
he deserves it, dude. If I don't care if he comes in a game
if they
and wins,
go 3-1.
I don't care. I don't care if he goes 1-4. If he comes back and wins an NFL game at 44 years old for not playing for 5 years, he deserves that damn award.
Right? That's worse than the DeMar Hamlin gimmick.
Well, Hamlin never won it.
He didn't even win it.
Oh, did he not win it? I thought he did.
The Flacco. That was annoying.
If Philip Rivers comes back and wins an NFL game, that is the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life, I think.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
It's honestly like an experiment. Like how far would your smarts get you as a quarterback?
Right. I mean, look, he has Jonathan Taylor. He's got a solid offensive line.
At the tryout.
Good offensive line.
Take the ball. All he's gonna do is hand off.
Dadgummit.
I wonder if they had him in pads. I'm
not gonna lie. First of all, Philip Rivers he's still in their practice squad, right? I know people are.
Rappaport came out and said that there's a very solid chance that he starts on this Sunday.
Oh my god, bro! What happens if he gets hit?
He's dead. Grandpa's dead.
Literally, what happens?
I don't even know if him getting hit is the issue here. Like the speed of the NFL is I don't even know if you could take 5 years out of the game and come back and be competitive, because the speed of the game is you need to make decisions like this, man. The windows are tight. And yeah, I honestly don't know if it's possible to come back from 5 years out of the game and be competitive.
I mean, we'll see. His eldest son is older than Jackson Dart. So he could be a father of an NFL quarterback.
I'm just so
playing in the league.
Like there could not. I mean, there definitely could have, but this is up there with the top 4 most random players the Colts could have picked to play quarterback. for them.
This feels like when they hired Jeff Saturday as coach.
Exactly. That's great.
Yeah, and yeah, you mentioned some of the other random players. Like, I mean, we were joking around. We're like, "Oh, where's Kaepernick?" Right? He's probably fuming on his couch right now, watching Philip Rivers
Bro,
get a
I
shot
honestly rather
before
see
he
Cam Newton right now, bro. Like
Cam
I
Newton
think Cam Newton.
Dude, his hats on
eating
ESPN.
cookies. You're a bum.
Yo, or like, I mean, Kyle McCord is on the Eagles practice squad right now. I don't know, like
No,
anyone.
that's not crazy, bro.
It's not.
Although I think I saw a report that like his high school team like ran the same offense as the Colts run. So maybe like the knowing of the scheme
That
was
is just
the issue here.
That's
that was
that.
40 years
Which-
ago.
You hear that from like Ballsack Sports or something? Like,
No.
what
I
does that mean?
no. Somebody. No.
I
Chill.
promise you, a high
I
school
promise-
program
This
does not
report
run
was
the
somewhere,
same
bro.
offense.
Bro, Shane Steichen's not donating the playbook to fucking
But
Philip
like
Rivers.
Colts
he worked
legend
with
Phillip
him at
Rivers.
he worked with him. Where did he work? The Chargers. Yeah, he was like his offensive coordinator, I think, or something.
Yeah,
He
back in
was involved.
Nam.
Like
He had some
there
kind of job
is a
as-
connection.
I mean, like,
between-
why didn't they just take Andrew Luck out of retirement?
Why couldn't Andrew Luck didn't want to?
because Andrew Luck's been gone for even longer than Rivers, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that too.
And that dude's he's like the GM of Stanford or something. I don't even know. Eh,
Yeah.
I don't think Rivers ever even wanted to retire. Luck was long gone. That would have been awesome though. Imagine like if Andrew Luck came back.
No,
Oh.
I think the Colts fans would actually hate that move.
Yeah, I think
No, they would love it. They would love it.
No.
Like you're telling me that Lucas Oil wouldn't be packed to the brim, the loudest you've ever heard it when Andrew Luck walks out. Are you?
Yeah,
like,
I think that's what this Philip Rivers move is. Like, hey, let's at least pack a stadium
right.
one last time before
Let's
we
get
go
a
to the pit.
storyline going. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's Jeff Saturday's head coach all over again. It's just a gimmick, probably.
That was so funny. All right, I think we're we're straying a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Bengals Bills, one of the most exciting games. This was supposed to be a 4:30 till it got dethroned by Packers Bears a couple weeks ago. But you know what? It deserved to be in the prime spot. I think it was the best game of the week. Bengals choked late on 2 interceptions from Burrow. That was not good.
That was
but
atrocious.
yeah, I think my biggest, if I just had one takeaway, it's we talked about it last week. As long as Josh Allen is on your football team, you can win any game you play. And that just keeps proving again and again. And you're fuming, James, but you know it's true.
I mean, no, I don't know why I made that face, but I mean, I wasn't like that mad about the take, but yeah, I mean, the Bengals defense is a joke. I mean, I guess the pick six or what didn't Joe Burrow throw a pick six, right?
It was a pick
Yeah,
six,
and then
and
a
then there
pick
was an
if I
interception.
remember
the next
correctly.
play.
Yeah, and that but I mean, I don't know. Like they've lost in so many ways this year. The Bengals. You eventually got to question Zach Taylor's job.
Oh.
But they're not going to fire him because Marvin Lewis, the head coach there for like 25 years.
I don't think it's Zach Taylor's fault. I think it should be the GM's head, bro. How do you make a defense so horrible, bro? It's the writing's been on the wall for like 3 years now. Like, please make a defensive move, and instead they give T. Higgins the bag.
I don't know.
He's
I
look
don't
good,
know
though.
if it's the GM's fault though. It's just the owner being a cheap MF. You know.
What do you mean? There's a salary cap.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the owner's not cheap.
There's always been an issue with extensions
Dude,
with these guys. And
the Bengals owner is like the cheapest in football. Just because there's a
Yeah.
salary cap doesn't mean they have to spend it to the brim every year. The Jets always have $40 million in cap space.
And the Saints have negative $40 million.
yeah, the cap
Like
is
that.
not real.
Yeah, the cap's not real.
Let's stop
The
pretending
cap's
it is. Saints have been in negative since we were born. Like,
Yeah, that's been a thing for a long time.
And every year it's, oh, they're in such danger. And I mean, like, yeah, they stink right now, but it's not because of the cap.
I don't know if the Rams got out of cap hell too, but they were in it for a while too. They said F them picks and
Yeah,
F that
and it
salary cap
worked.
for a while
I mean,
there.
it worked.
It
Yeah, it
worked.
worked.
Yeah, I mean they
In
did
the
win a
Super
Super
Bowl,
Bowl,
who
but
cares? Yeah, whatever.
the salary cap's a myth.
Yeah. All right. I don't think there's too much left to say about this game. I mean, so I think we're going to go ahead and move on to Bears-Packers, which I think was also a very good game. Nothing of note really happened. Just good old-fashioned, close, NFC
Death,
North battle.
death,
You know what didn't happen?
taxes, death,
DJ Moore
taxes.
didn't
The
happen.
Packers beating the Bears. Death,
He's a waste
taxes.
of
The Packers
space.
beating the Bears.
I hate him.
Listen, Caleb Williams, for as many good throws as he makes, the easy stuff is still not there, man. Like he's I don't want to say he's holding them back, but like he's kind of like holding himself back, if that makes sense. If he could just do like the easy things, like there were so many times in that game where he just missed a throw or like that should be 10 out of 10. And he made some great throws out of the pocket, but like if you can't stand in the pocket and make an easy throw, you can't be you can't be a good quarterback in this league. So I don't know. I mean, he's running out of time, honestly. But I guess they're not in 4. But
What?
Something I observed was that last play on the play action to the left, tight end slip. Same exact play they ran
Same
on
play as the
Friday
Eagles game. Yeah.
to win the game.
And
I
he
mean,
had Komet.
I don't know how I feel about Ben Johnson calling that play again. It's just kind of like it was pretty clear the Packers were all over that play the whole way.
Mhm.
They watched their film. They knew the
Right.
play, and you kind of question I'm by the way, no way am I criticizing Ben Johnson's creativity. He's definitely the most creative offensive coach we've seen in at least probably close to my lifetime. But I'm just ready to it just kind of sucked to see that happen. I'm not gonna lie. It was like,
It was very
please just call
anticlimactic.
anything else.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel like the run game was playing so well. Well, so I'll talk about the run game. My biggest gripe, I mean, obviously that throw by Caleb, unacceptable. The rest of that drive was incredible, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't make that throw, like, it doesn't make that throw fine. It's unacceptable. You
yeah,
can't
but
throw a pick
listen,
with the game on the line in the end zone.
I feel like that's kind of the story of Caleb Williams' career. Like he'll make some great throws, he'll make some great plays, but like just like the one thing you need him to do, he doesn't do
That
it.
whole play was set up for Caleb Williams' failure, though. It's not on 4th and 1. You can't throw the ball away.
I don't know.
You can't take the sack. You have to.
Like,
I mean, it's a hard. You're a righty quarterback rolling out
Right.
to your left.
I didn't
with
like.
pressure
I
on
mean,
the face.
it's a
like
tough
to
throw,
have
but
him roll
like
out to the right.
I don't know, like there's just something off about him every time I watch him. Like he's
Right.
so close to being great, but there's something off about him.
I just don't even think. I think he's. I don't even think there's that much off at him. It's just the stuff that's off with him is with every other rookie quarterback. It's like
Yeah, it's the little
jittery.
things,
It's like
you're right.
it's just the magnifying glasses on him because he's with Ben Johnson now and was the first overall
And
pick.
he was loud in college.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
I mean like it's year 2, and I feel like he's making the same mistakes.
That's right. It's
over
year
and over
2.
again.
It's not year 4.
I
It's not
feel
3.
I feel like
It's
he's
year
making the same
Making
mistakes over and
similar
over.
mistakes, but less of them. It's
I know.
a clear as day improvement from last year. He's still not even close to the peak that I think number one we expect, and number two that you can see is possible in him. You're right.
I mean,
he misses some bad throws every game. Who doesn't?
But like
right?
in
He's
year
gotta
2,
clean it up.
oh, here, I'll let you go.
No, you talk, Chuck.
Just in year 2, do you really need him to be I think just getting a little better every day with his first year with a new head coach is just like huge. I don't think you can ask like a lot more of him. I mean, you can ask more of him. But reminder, the Bears are still 9-4.
9-4.
That's spectacular for a year 2 quarterback.
And a year 1 coach.
And a year 1 coach.
And if you look at Goff's numbers from his first year under Ben Johnson, it's a learning curve. It's a difficult offense to learn, right? And every week you see something improve in Caleb Williams. I'd like to talk about the first half. First half was terrible. All right, the offense could not get going. I would have liked my main critique on the game. My main critique on Ben Johnson, maybe one of the only ones this year, was the lack of relying on the run game in the first half. You saw it in the second half. When they got that run game going, they just committed to it. Even if on first down they only got 2 yards, they just keep punching it. That Packers defense was exhausted. And when they were tired, that's when the pass game opened up. I would have liked to see that in the first half. Hopefully they learned from that mistake. They play Green Bay in 2 weeks anyway.
But listen,
close game.
like Ben Johnson may be this great offensive play caller, but if you're a Bears head coach, the tail of your tenure is if you can beat the Packers, not. So
Yeah,
I guess
they're
it'll be
9-4, by the way. They're
interesting.
9-4.
But it'll be
They
interesting to
lost
see.
They lost the first
Listen.
game by 7.
I'm just saying, you can't be that successful as a Bears head coach if you're not beating the Packers. And I don't know.
I mean, they're 9. Yes, you can. You can go 15-2.
Right, this isn't college.
This is not.
All right, I mean,
Bro,
this
is not
can't
Alabama
go
getting.
15-2.
This is not Dilbert getting fired, bro. Again, we're not done. Ben Johnson.
I'm not saying Ben Johnson's gonna get fired. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, this is a
There
huge
is
game.
certainly, after years and years and years of just getting dominated by the Packers, this loss felt so much more deflating than any of the other 3 this year, which makes sense, right? It's their biggest rival, and especially because it was such a close game, and they had a chance to tie it at the end of the game. I think they would have gone for 2, and I think they would have gotten it. But we can play hypotheticals as much as we want. The fact of the matter is they didn't win the game. But the good news is in 2 weeks we get to see it again, and we get to see what happens at Soldier Field. Saturday night game at Soldier Field. I mean, that'll be an incredible atmosphere. I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of night games, why don't we go ahead and move on to
Can we jump to the
Texans
Eagles
Chiefs.
game real quick?
Yeah, we don't really have to talk much about
Because
it.
I don't know how much
Texans
time I
defense
got.
good. Chiefs suck. That's it.
Yeah, that good work, Tyler.
Thanks. Yeah, we can move to Eagles Chargers.
I mean, should I take us away?
Go right ahead, Chuck.
Jalen Hurts.
It was embarrassing. Utterly embarrassing. I mean, they had the mini bye week to prepare for this game, and they came out looking like they spent the whole bye week stuffing their faces with food and partying, and they came out flat. Jalen Hurts came out really
with
flat.
That positivity bunny. Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see AJ Brown pop the positivity bunny?
Did he actually?
Yeah.
He did.
He came into the locker room after the game pissed, and he popped it. It just
that's so funny.
Dude,
AJ Brown probably had one of the worst 100-yard receiving games I've ever seen. Just because he could have had 230 yards receiving. He had 3 really bad drops. Probably 5 plays. 5 plays where I was just yelling at the screen, keep running, keep trying. Just like, it's an effort thing with that guy, bro.
Listen, I felt like when I was watching it, the game plan for the Chargers was to let Jalen Hurts beat them. I feel like that was their game plan. I felt like every time Jalen Hurts dropped back to pass, like I just felt uneasy the whole time because he played so bad. And I felt like, the Chargers tried their best to get into situations where Jalen Hurts had to throw the ball. And I mean, how long? How long can you keep playing this bad?
By the way, Saquon had 120 rushing yards, and they went away from the run. Like, it's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's you finally get your best offensive player going, and then when it matters most, you just go away from him. Awful. They ran under center at the lowest clip last night than any other game. They ran 3 under center passes, which was by far the lowest they've ever run. And Jalen Hurts was 2 for 3 for 55 yards and a touchdown under center. Or not a touchdown. No, definitely not a touchdown. Sorry. He was 2 for 3 for 55 yards. And it's just kind of like the Eagles' offense felt like it was back when they went under center again. And then it's like they get uncomfortable a little bit, one play in, and then they just go away for good. It's just kind of upsetting to me.
Wait, Chuck, are you saying like the play calling is
I don't
bad?
know. I don't know if the play calling was really the issue. Like you can't win a game. You can't win a game when your quarterback turns the ball over 4 times. You just can't
But
do it.
look at please look at the picks. I mean, like some of those picks. Well, like you have the one where Jalen Hurts a little high on AJ Brown, but if you're getting paid $25 million a year to be a receiver, AJ Brown's like got to catch that ball. It hits him in between his hands. There's no excuse for that. Honestly, it's a good throw by Jalen Hurts to get it there to him. But
Like
other than that, the three other picks were terrible.
he threw a
But
pick to a
like,
D lineman, bro.
yeah, that again, they weren't
And then
great, but
fumbled.
like,
I got the ball back, fumbled.
Yeah, we gotta
That was
figure out a
actually the
name for
craziest play I've
that.
ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the name
negative
is called
4 fantasy
Jalen
points for
Hurts.
one play.
The Jalen Hurts.
No, it's so funny. Did you guys see the Monsters Inc.
Sully was
attempts to show that
Sully was
to show
scrapped.
that play? Like no, like the servers like broke on the pick fumble.
it's crazy.
It's so funny.
Oh no.
So I think takeaway: Eagles falling apart, Chargers somehow winning football games.
Chargers offense was also terrible. I don't know how they
Nah,
won.
it was Justin Herbert was pretty spectacular at navigating. For a guy that got sacked 7 times, it felt like the Eagles had like 2 sacks. He was
That offensive line
escaping the
is
pocket every play though. It was good. Good
I
on him.
also felt like the ball's on the ground like 9% of the game. Like everybody was just fumbling the football. I don't know what was that, but
There was
I think
something in the
there
air.
was 7 or 8 total turnovers. Like
I think it was 7. No, it was
7.
8. Eagles had 5, Chargers had 3.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you don't win a
Eagles,
football game,
listen,
dude.
but end of the day, if Jalen Hurts was on the Jets, they'd have the same record.
The Jets or the Eagles?
That's a terrible take.
The Jets.
Make it about the Jets. Come on.
That is such a bad
just an
take when you
example.
think about the games where like Justin Fields were in the
Hurts was
Bronx.
on the Jets. The Jets would have the same. I can't agree with that, dude.
That's a
What are we
terrible
doing?
take.
What are we doing,
You're just
man?
all right. I gotta go. Gotta drive little bro home, but
Yes.
see you boys.
All right.
Actually,
See
wait.
you,
Did
Eagles
you get
suck.
Jake on the pun?
See you later.
No.
All right, see ya.
Well, Jake is a Chargers fan, right?
Ooh.
Whatever. All right. So why don't we go ahead and move on to that's all of the NFL games. Why don't we go ahead and shift our focus to the college football
You need to
playoff?
jump
Big controversy this past weekend. I think me and James have differing takes on it. Tyler, I'm not too sure what you have to say.
Listen.
The big debate between
Listen.
Notre Dame, Miami, and Alabama for the last 2 spots.
The fact that Notre Dame thinks they should have gotten over Miami is disgraceful. They literally lost to them. Like they expect like listen. I've been a big believer that Notre Dame gets a bias that no other team in the rankings get. There is no scenario where they should have been over Miami because they literally lost a football game to them. Like that should be the only argument that you have. And the fact that the AD is going on interviews like crying about it, it's embarrassing. Like there's just accept your loss. You lost to Miami and then they made the playoffs over you. Like what other argument is there? What argument could you possibly made for Notre Dame to get in over Miami? Because Notre Dame played a worse schedule. And Miami did Miami have more ranked wins? I honestly don't know, but
I don't know the number on that. And this isn't me saying that I agree that or saying that I believe that Notre Dame should have been in over Miami. I'm not saying that. The argument that they make is the strength of losses, right? I can't recall off the top of my head who Miami lost to. Notre Dame lost to Texas A&M and Miami, who both are going to wind up top 10 teams in the nation. I'm not saying that I agree with Notre Dame's logic there. That's just what they're hanging on to. Pretty much every other metric in terms of strength of record, points, whatever, pretty much dead even between the two. So yeah, no, Miami absolutely deserves to be in over Notre Dame. What I'm upset with is Bama making it over Notre Dame. I think that's ridiculous.
Listen,
to have a 3-loss
I'm gonna circle
team.
back.
Where we back?
I'm gonna circle back to it, man. Who did Notre Dame beat? They beat USC. All right. Alabama probably has 3 wins better than that. Vanderbilt's a better win than that, and Georgia's a better win than that for sure. Oops.
Oops.
Who else did they play?
Chuck leaves, the whole podcast goes. I don't even know what Tyler's doing. Yeah. Again,
But they have better wins than them, and listen, they played in the conference championship game. All right, take it or leave it, and they lost to a better team than both of Notre Dame's losses. Like how I can't see an argument where Alabama gets in over Notre Dame either, or where Notre Dame gets in over Alabama.
If entering the week, Notre Dame and Alabama, I believe, were right next to each other on the polls. The idea is that, and it happened. Ohio State fell down. BYU fell down for losing a conference championship. I'm not saying that Ohio State should have stayed.
Ohio State literally got jumped by the team that beat them.
You have to keep a precedent. Like the fact that BYU got absolutely like not even in the conversation anymore for losing their conference championship, rightfully so. The fact that Bama made it still as the 9 seed, didn't even move a spot, that's what I have an issue with. I can't why do you play? You cannot have a reward for winning if there is not a punishment for losing. In this era of college football, with the playoff, with the way that the automatic bid, at-large bid, whatever it's called, is I cannot get behind the idea that, oh, if you win, great, you're rewarded, but if you lose, oh no, that's fine, you're perfectly fine.
But
when it literally happened to BYU.
But who do you want to jump Alabama though?
Notre Dame.
Rutgers. Notre Dame should not
or
in any scenario jump.
At least give Miami the 9 seed.
All right,
over Bama at the 10.
I can see the vision for that, but does it I don't know.
It makes a big difference with the G5
Alabama should not have gotten in over, or should not have lost their spot to Notre Dame. BYU, I feel like did get the short end of the stick here though. I mean, they lost to the same team twice. It's a great season for them, but was their best win Utah though? I mean,
yeah, no, BYU did not. I'm not saying
BYU
BYU
be that
deserved
mad
to
about
make
it.
I think
their best win was their best one was Utah, right? That's
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the Holy War.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of frustrates me that there isn't consistency, right? And now this whole Notre Dame special rule that is being put into effect next year, that's ridiculous.
Is that being put into effect? We're at their top 12. They make it in.
I'm fairly certain.
All right. I'm gonna say it again. Notre Dame. The rules get bent for Notre Dame every year. The goalposts get moved. It's ridiculous.
So I have to imagine
that's a ridiculous rule.
ACC eventually. That's an absurd rule. I wonder if it applies to UConn as well. That's what most people are saying.
Join a conference if you want. Right. If you want the kind of treatment that conference teams get, join a conference.
Yeah. Tyler, you have any takes on this one?
No, I don't watch college football.
All right. Why don't we go ahead and move to our biggest winners and losers of the week? I think we're wrapping this show up. I will go ahead and start with my biggest winner. 9. JJ McCarthy, the most memed player in the NFL this year. Best game of his career. I mean, it was against the Commanders, which isn't impressive at all, but I don't know. He showed a lot of grit. I promise you, he's seeing all of those memes on his social media. He's seeing it's just everyone dogging on him, making fun of him, and he played well. And that's all you can really ask for. He's still young. We'll see what the rest of the season holds if he has a job next year. But I think you can look at him as a pretty big winner. My loser, staying in the same game, is going to be Jaden Daniels, simply because there was no reason for him to be playing in that football game. The Commanders entering Sunday were 3-8, 3-9. I don't know specifically what it was. Not a good record. Not a record that warrants putting in the guy who you think is your franchise guy, who's supposed to be at the helm for the next 10 years, when he's coming off one of the most disgusting injuries I've ever seen. I can't.
But like you can make that same argument for Joe Burrow. Like these guys want to come out here and compete. You know, like if they're cleared, they're gonna go. They're gonna play. It is what it is. Like why is Joe Burrow playing then? Because the Bengals have no chance of the playoffs. Like
I don't. I think the Bengals actually still have a legitimate shot at winning.
they're not making it 8-9.
The North.
I mean,
they have a chance. 8-9, you have a chance. You very much have a chance. You got to win out. It's probably not going to happen. But had they beaten Buffalo, which they nearly did, yeah, you're right in the race with this terrible North. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the Commanders are not doing anything to protect Jane Daniels, and he paid for it. He got hurt again. It doesn't seem to be severe. It's unnecessary. It's an unnecessary risk to take. To rush him back. It makes no sense to me.
If these guys get cleared, they're gonna play. Like Garrett Wilson's probably gonna, his knee's messed up. The Jets are 3-12. If he's cleared, he's gonna play. You can't tell these guys not to play. They're paid to play. All right, I guess I'll go now. My biggest winner of the week. Listen, when this guy started, I was a doubter. All right, but Shedeur Sanders is at least making the case for the Browns to keep him next year, and I think as a 5th-round rookie with a team that has a very good shot to pick a quarterback, I think that's a great win for him. There's at least conversations maybe happening around the Browns. Maybe this is our guy. 364 yards. No scrub does that. Doesn't matter if they're playing the Titans or not, right? But yeah, I don't know. He played really good. He made some pro throws too. Saw some really good throws from him. Biggest loser
for Quinshon Judkins to ruin it though.
Biggest loser, I mean, it has to be the Colts. I mean, the Colts are screwed. They don't have their 1st-round pick for the next 2 years, and now they may start Phillip Rivers in a football game. If Daniel Jones is out for most of next year, which he probably will be, where do you go from here? Because, I mean, are you really going to have Anthony Richardson? If you're trying to compete, you're going to have Anthony Richardson leading the charge. I don't know. I think they're screwed.
Bleak. I think a logical scenario, I think, for the Colts, they're saying we'll see what happens with the surgery. I think Flacco's done after this year. We'll see what happens with the surgery, how well it goes, what the actual timetable is going to be. Early estimates say he'd be back mid next year, early next year. Be able to play the majority of the season, but I mean, it takes a while to recover from the Achilles, even if you are cleared to play.
And even like Aaron Rodgers is moving the same after his Achilles injury.
Yeah.
Like it's
right.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers was 40.
Still, it was still noticeable.
These Achilles injuries are no joke.
So if I'm the Colts, I'd take a look at Mac Jones. Maybe you bring in Russ for one last, just someone to hold you over to be decent enough for the first month of the season. Maybe find a way to go 500. It's a good roster. It is. You have Jonathan Taylor. You got weapons. You have you got a nice defense, a great offensive line. Just get someone, give him a 1-year deal. I like the idea of a Mac Jones. Give him another opportunity to shine if he doesn't find a job elsewhere. We'll see. I mean, obviously, it's been 3 days since his injury. We don't know that much, but it just stinks. And I definitely agree with that. Tyler, why don't we go ahead down to you?
All right. So my biggest winner of the week, I'll have to go with my New York Giants. They didn't even have to do anything this week, and they got the number 1 pick of the draft, which is going to be good until week 18.
Yeah, I mean, it's still very early for that, man. They're still like they could win a game and easily be at 7.
Yeah, but they're not going to win until week 18. The meaningless game, they're just going to win. It's going to mess up the whole draft order. But for now, they're the biggest winner. Plus, every NFC East team lost. And then my biggest loser, I'm going to have to go with the Chicago Bears, just because they dropped from the 1 seed to the 7. That's bad. That's brutal, man.
Yeah, NFC playoff race is very tight.
I mean, Philly and Tampa Bay / Carolina can win their divisions with 8 games, and 12 wins might not be enough to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like
who's the
it's
8th seed? Is it Detroit? Is
Detroit.
the 8th
Yeah,
seed?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
mean,
gonna be it's Detroit, Chicago, Seattle, San Francisco, Green Bay. I think fighting for 1 division spot and 3 wild cards. And I'm scared. I mean, the Bears are certainly the least proven of those teams. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think I wouldn't necessarily say they're the biggest loser of the week. I mean, you
No, they
still
are the biggest.
gave a really strong fight against a really good team in a
Listen,
really difficult place.
they lost to him again. That's all that matters. I'm afraid they lost to him again.
2 weeks. We'll see. All right. Well, thank you all for bearing with us today on a bit of a choppy episode with people coming and going, but I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, be on the lookout for more content like this every week.